Trying to be better and do better. Welcome to Seeking God with Leah Klein, Health and Wholeness Coach. And our verses for today are Philippians 2:12 and 13. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you, both to will and to work for his good pleasure. We're called to work out our salvation, but as I said last week's video, it's not work salvation. We can never earn our way to heaven. We can never be good enough on our own merits to enter heaven. But we are called to live out our salvation, work out our salvation in our daily lives. This process is called sanctification and is God making us more and more like Christ. And thoughts coming to my mind, it's reminding me of the heating gold in a crucible and heating it up so hot that they keep heating it, keep clearing off impurities until he can see his reflection in it. He wants to see himself reflected in your life. And part of that process is the things that he has for us to do, the things he wants us to do through our lives. And sometimes that may not be the things that we're thinking they are. Sometimes we can be filling ourselves up with a lot of surface things that may not be what he wants us to be working on, may not be the best use of the time that he has for us. Because it is actually God who is working in you. It's not about what you do, it's about what he does in you. And that can look like physical things that you're actually doing. It can also look like how you as a person are becoming more and more like him. You are being transformed, into his likeness as all of those impurities and things that get in our way get burned away in our lives. And we have changes that we know need to happen in the way we live our lives, besides all the things that we do. And we need to ask God for his help to make those changes. Because it's not something we can do in our own strength. We need God's strength to actually do them in his timing. And so ask God to show you what you need to focus on right now and to help you make those changes possible. And also look at, what things you're doing, what things you're filling your life up with, and see whether they're what he really wants you to be working on. If you're having any trouble hearing from God or are unsure whether what you're doing is what he wants you to continue doing, let me show you why retreats can be valuable and helpful for you and deepen your relationship with God. I have a free ebook called Seeking God that goes through how to do one, why you need to do one, how it can be helpful for you. And if you've already downloaded the book and haven't actually made it happen, reach out to me. I would love to help you get it on your calendar and actually do it. Because I will warn you, these are habit forming. Once you start doing them on a regular basis, you will find that your life is much better when you add these in, especially if you find yourself getting stressed or worried about things. It is the best way I've found of connecting with God's peace and feeling that in a very real way. So the link for the book is healthturnaroundcoaching.com, healthturnaroundcoaching.com/seeking-God. And it's also in the link will be below or above the video, as well as in the email where you got the link from. And I want to wrap up our time and our Thanksgiving here with thanking God and thanking God for being our mighty fortress. So if you don't know this, I'd be surprised, but if you don't, feel free to just listen. And if you know it, which I wouldn't be surprised if you do, feel free to sing along. A mighty fortress is our God. A mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never failing. Our helper, he amid the flood of mortal ills prevailing. For still our ancient foe doth seek to work us woe. His craft and power are great, and armed with cruel hate. On earth is not his equal. Did we in our own strength confide, our striving would be losing. Were not the right man on our side, the man of God's own choosing. Dost ask who that may be? Christ Jesus, it is he. Lord Sabaoth, his name, from age to age the same, and he must win the battle. And though this world with devils filled should threaten to undo us, the Spirit and the gifts are ours through him who with us sideth. Let the prince of darkness grim, we tremble not for him. His rage we can endure, for lo, his doom is sure. One little word will fell him. That word above all earthly power, no thanks to them abideth. The Spirit and the gifts are ours through him who with us sideth. Let goods and kindred go, this mortal life also. The body they may kill, God's truth abideth still. His kingdom is forever. Sorry about jumping a line there and a little bit in the middle. But God is our fortress. He is our peace. He is our protector. So ask him to work in and through you, and rest in him this week, thanking him for everything he has already done for you. And I will see you again next week with another verse. I will see you then.